Hello Salford Sexies and welcome to yet another week of Salford Weekly.
It's a wonderful feeling to be back here on the Quays TV sofa. Layla, how are you doing?
Well Josh, today is a special day as it marks a 1-year anniversary of when I got fired from my last recruitment job last year. And although this might sound bad, it marked my quarter-life crisis, which caused me to come here to Salford to study my Masters.
Fantastic. So what you're saying is if that didn't happen, you wouldn't be sitting here with us right now.
Yes, that's right. And it just shows that everything happens for a reason. So yeah. Anyway, Josh, what have you been up to?
Well, last week I was at Manchester Metropolitan University for a bit of an open day.
What? Are you trying to leave us?
No, I'm not trying to defect, don't worry guys. I was actually just there with my friend who was taking a look round while I took the opportunity to steal as many refreshments as possible. In fact, I actually managed to steal around 25 of these gorgeous butterscotch biscuits. They were absolutely delicious, I've got to tell you. Really, really nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for that, Josh.
No worries.
I'm glad you got your biscuits.
Yeah.
Anyway, what have we got in store for this episode of Salford Weekly?
It is an action-packed episode, Layla. We have a report on International Women's Day, a look into the Brits, and later we find out if Thomas made it back alive from his rugby game in Hull.
But first, Ava and Rukia take a look into their experience with Ramadan.
Ramadan is the 9th month in the Islamic calendar and the month in which the Quran was revealed. Muslims therefore fast from sunrise to sunset for an entire month in gratitude to God for his final revelation. This devotional act is observed by over 1 billion Muslims worldwide today. Restricting the body's appetite during daylight hours, believers cultivate their devotion to God. This is the most significant objective of the fast, restoring the centrality of God in their lives. The crescent moon is the visual confirmation to knowing exactly when Ramadan begins. In addition to fasting, Muslims celebrate Ramadan by giving to charity, performing acts of worship, and studying and reciting the Holy Quran. During Ramadan, fasting Muslims wake up early for a meal called suhoor. Muslims observe Ramadan by abstaining from food, drink, smoking, and sexual intimacy, all out of devotion to their Creator. It is a command from God and the third pillar of Islam. Fasting is a powerful form of worship and is a form of cultivating God consciousness in the heart and mind.
Daily Iftars is an incentive that the ISOC Society did, and we basically feed Muslims and non-Muslims as well. Everyone is welcome, and we feed them Iftar, which is supposed to be at 5:40 today, and we do it every single day, non-stop, Saturdays, Sundays, weekends included. I've had a lot of sisters who are international who've come to me and said that having an iftar with a group of sisters is so much better than being home alone, and that's why our main goal was to bring international students to have iftar together. That way they don't feel lonely and left out, you know.
Can empathise with the poor, where in this country we have the privilege of food, whatever food we want, and we know we're going to get food. And I feel like experiencing hunger, which we don't experience much on a daily basis, is actually powerful.
Ramadan doesn't really affect my studies because compared to last year, iftar was around 7-8 o'clock, but this year, because I don't live on campus, I can go home and break my fast around 5 o'clock. And suhoor, so the time you keep your fast, is around 5 as well, so you just wake up and then around 2 hours later it's nearly uni time. And I'll say the best part of Ramadan is around Tarawih.
Ramadan gives you the chance to connect more with Allah. It's like, in Islam, connecting with Allah doesn't have to be periodically or time-based or no. You always communicate to Allah, but during your sujood, your act of worship, your intention, thinking about Allah, azkar, Quran, all these are forms of communicating to Allah.
I really, really appreciate the free iftars that they do at the Faith Centre. All of these good events like this university is the best for that because the Faith Centre is right there. I live in John Lester, I live in that accommodation, and I live 20 minutes away from home. I live in Bury, so I always go home, bring my dad's kajurs that he brings from Pakistan, all these things. He just recently went and he took us to Umrah for the first time in our 20s. So definitely, wear my jubba. I've got the Makkah bag, all these decorations that I put in my room. I always try to keep my room very nice, very clean, because it is very hard on campus sometimes.
And no matter the language or background, the month brings us together in reflection, kindness and gratitude.
Muslims around the world celebrate Ramadan in their own beautiful ways. Different traditions, different food, but the same devotion. One global community sharing one sacred month.
Ramadan Mubarak to everyone, everywhere.
Well, there you go. One insightful piece. I mean, I had no idea there was so much more to Ramadan than just the fasting, for example, giving to charity.
Yeah, it was a really, really insightful piece. So thank you so much for that, Ava and Rohia. Next, we're joined by Jess for this week's entertainment roundup. Welcome, Jess.
Jess, how you doing?
I'm good. This is a different little set to my little show, but it's cute and comfy. I like this.
Absolutely,
Lovely.
yeah.
How are you guys?
Not bad at all.
Great to have you. We love new people on our sofa.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with the most recent awards show, which was it's now called the Actors Awards. It was the Screen Actors Guild Awards, but they've changed the name now to the Actors Awards, which took place in LA. We saw the very best in current TV and film. Kristen Bell hosted the awards. It was her third time hosting. And she always does a little musical opening and kind of takes the mick out of some, makes jokes out of them all, as they do in awards shows. Harrison Ford won for the Lifetime Achievement Award, while the lead actor awards went to Michael B. Jordan, Owen Cooper, Michelle Williams, Jessie Buckley, and of course the late and great Catherine O'Hara, which was a very emotional moment. I don't think there was a dry eye in the room or at home, because I cried watching it actually. They did the memoriam that they always do, and I feel like this one was difficult. Like I recognised probably the most people that I ever have in the memoriam, which was really sad. Another film related thing was last night was the premiere of the new Peaky Blinders movie, Peaky Blinders The Immortal Man. The premiere was in Birmingham, so not too far away, and the whole cast were there, including Cillian Murphy, Rebecca Ferguson, who I love. Love her. I've never actually watched Peaky Blinders. Have you guys watched it?
I was a big fan of the first series when I watched that. I haven't had a chance to watch any more since then, but I'll definitely be watching the film when that comes out in cinemas. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched it. I've tried to watch the first episode twice.
Yeah, I think
the last time I tried to watch it was maybe like 4 years ago. Maybe it's like Game of Thrones. We just have to push.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip and I was just like, it was like someone being like tortured or something. I was like, yeah, this isn't.
It's a bit much.
Isn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Too many men.
Fair enough.
And of course, joining you guys for the entertainment news and talking about TV, I would feel it would be wrong for me not to mention a soap. So bringing it from LA and Birmingham back home to Salford, a hugely exciting thing to happen just over the road from us at Corrie is that they have made some history filming the first successful wedding between two women.
Wow.
Yes,
so
no
cool.
interruptions, no crashes, no deaths.
Amazing.
That we know of yet.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
The wedding is between Carla Connor and Lisa Swain, which if you watch Coronation Street, you'll know Carla Connor is an icon. And their wedding will be April 23rd.
Amazing.
April 23rd.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So moving on to music, Leanne Pinnock released her debut album this week, making Little Mix the first girl group in history to have all members debut their solo albums at number 3 on the charts. And of course, finishing off with the biggest thing to happen in Manchester this week, the Brit Awards. Did you guys watch it?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was good. It was good to be in Manchester as well. Yeah, my first year being in Manchester as well, so it made it feel really
they
good.
came for you, Jess.
Yes. Held in Manchester on Saturday for the first time in the ceremony's nearly 50-year history, taking place outside of London and at the Co-op Live Arena. Hosted by Jack Whitehall, who always fills the show with lots of laughter and jokes. There are awards, performances, stunts and tributes. Mark Ronson won the award for Outstanding Contribution to Music, and he did an amazing performance which featured a gorgeous tribute to Amy Winehouse, who he also mentioned quite a lot in his speech because she played such a huge part in his career. And another huge award and tribute was to Ozzy Osbourne. There was a great performance from Robbie Williams.
I did enjoy that.
Yes, the rock performance was really good. And then his wife Sharon and his daughter Kelly got up and accepted the Lifetime Achievement Award in his honour. Although quite a lot of it was bleeped out due to swearing.
There was a lot of bleeping
along with the rest
ceremony.
of the show.
I kept thinking they were having audio issues. Like, it didn't seem. I was like, is this right?
No, they just can't hold their tongues, I think. Like even when Angry Ginge got on the did you see?
Again, I was like, has something, there's been a technical difficulty here. Like, is my TV not working? But no, they've just been a bad boy.
The bliss of live television. Yeah. How did they get it? It can't be live.
That's what I want to know, and I'm gonna ask.
There's got to be some kind of delay on there or something to get it right.
Yeah, I'm going to ask my lecturer tomorrow.
They're just predicting when Sharon Osbourne's going to throw in an F-bomb.
Do you think they bring on more people when they know certain people are going to be on who've got a bit of potty mouth and they're like all there just waiting? I don't know.
It must be a little bit delayed so that they can have someone. There must just be like a bleep button.
But how would you know? How would you know?
I mean, a speech about Ozzy Osbourne. There's going to be a few F-bombs.
Of course.
But it was Olivia Dean who absolutely stole the show. Here's our producer Marie with a roundup with all you might have missed. I was looking at
this is everything you missed from the Brits 2026. So the Brits was at Co-op Live and Jack Whitehall presented it. Yes, I know what you're thinking. If you've ever been to Co-op Live, there is little tiny co-ops where you can get meal deals. So your stars probably did get a meal deal whilst watching, which is quite fun. But if you did watch it, you'll notice a lot of alcohol on every table. So they probably didn't want to eat too much. Our first performance was by Harry Styles, and I know what you're all thinking. He looks like your geography teacher from high school. I personally thought this was very good. I feel like you can't beat Harry Styles, and obviously his new album is coming out, and also he's going on tour this year. The hand movements and the dances were fun, a little bit strange, but I did kind of like them. And apparently from inside sources, someone did actually fall over, but obviously the power of TV, they cut it and they moved the camera around so you didn't see it. Then we also had performances from Ray and from Olivia Dean. I think these two were my favourite. I think Olivia Dean's was just really nice. I liked the background. Apparently though, if you were one of the audiences, you actually couldn't hear what she was singing. So if you were in the audience, you didn't actually hear much. And then I just thought she's so talented and her voice was just incredible. I know what you guys are probably thinking. Was that guy supposed to go on stage when Somber performed? And yes, he was. It was all a stunt. Apparently, if you were in the audience, you could actually see where he was stood. It was like behind the curtain. And on the back of his t-shirt, it said Somber is a home wrecker. Apparently, we had a star guest, Dua Lipa, and she was in the air for about 20 minutes before her performance actually started, which must have been quite scary for her to look down. But I thought this performance was really nice, and I liked a little touch towards Amy Winehouse. Then red carpet looks, so we've got a few. I think GK Barry's is my favourite. I love the black dress. I do like Olivia Dean's. I just think it's a bit of a summer dress. You can't beat Harry Styles' suit. I think that works. But yeah, we've got a few there that I picked out because I thought they were quite nice. And then if you guys were worried, Jedward actually were there. We didn't see them on camera, but I've been told by many sources who went that they were watching. These are a few of our winners of the night, with Olivia Dean winning 4 for her incredible album. We've had Sam Fender as well, and a few others there. And that's all we've got time for, the Brits. Everything you have missed.
3, 2, go.
Thank you for that, Marie, and thank you, Jess, as well, for joining us for the entertainment roundup. It sounds like yet another exciting year at the Brit Awards.
Now, it seems that our sports correspondent, Thomas, is actually still with us and breathing after that brutal rugby match with York St John's last week. which really annoyingly means that, Josh, you won the bet.
Pleased to hear it. I mean, Thomas, yes, of course, we're glad that you made it out alive, but really I'm kind of just here for the money. So,
we did make a bet on whether or not you'd be in this week because we thought that potentially you'd get obliterated and be bandaged up in hospital.
so if I was in hospital, he would have given you money?
Yeah. But I mean, at least I had confidence, right? I trusted you'd win. Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Great.
Or at least make it out alive.
You were saying that you were really making it sound like you weren't coming back from this.
Well, when you hear the roundup, you'll hear how badly we lost.
Oh dear.
So what happened in the world of Salford Uni sport recently? The men's rugby union had a 30-19 loss away at Edge Hill. They're a tough team to beat. But the men's rugby league, as I just said, I didn't die, but one of our players was actually temporarily blinded when they were pushed in the eye after a tackle.
Why would anyone want to do this?
It's nuts, but 14-54 was the loss we had against York St John's.
What?
Wow.
So honestly, we were just happy we got home.
In one piece.
Honestly, that is rough.
But the men's football force won 4-2, win away against Whitworth Wanderers, and the Fifths had a 4-0 win against the Medics Argyle.
Amazing.
So nice to see some teams had some wins.
Yes.
But the netball first had a tie.
Wow.
43-43 away at Edge Hill.
That must be rare for netball.
Especially
for a tie.
netball.
Wow, yeah.
With how high the scores go, it's nuts.
Wow.
And the hockey almost went down to flicks, which is the 2-2 and 4-5 win. They won in flicks, which is like penalties. And thank God they did, because our coach broke down and they had to pick us up, and they are absolute legends for picking up a sweaty, tired, sad rugby league team, bruised all over, egos and all.
Dear me. I mean,
feel
I
like
bet
it gets worse every week.
Yeah, but at least they picked you up and kind of brought the mood back up, I suppose.
Exactly, and the karaoke that I did was amazing as well.
Good stuff.
Also, the Salford Storm still haven't played their last game against Liverpool John Moore's Fury. It was delayed with less than 48 hours notice, and then Liverpool, because they double booked the pitch, had to rearrange with us. They couldn't get another date, and coincidentally, they've now won the league because they've not had a loss.
Smells like corruption to me. I'm not being funny,
Especially after only playing 2 games. It's quite strange.
There's something very fishy going on with Liverpool John Moore's University, in my opinion.
Well, we did ask the captain for a statement, which I'll read for you, the Salford Storm captain, Ben Godfrey. As a team, we believe how this was handled by Bucks and Liverpool John Moore's was unfair due to the fact that we had a shot on playoffs in our first season. They're wanting a rule change to how Bucks works, and penalties be in place if the teams do not play the games they should.
As they should, yeah. That is a real shame.
But also, the Paralympics is coming Friday on the 6th of March, which is great. What Olympic sport do you guys think you would have the best shot at?
I mean, as a kid, playing Wii Fit, I was always a huge fan of the ski jump. So I'd definitely give that a go. I mean, I can't imagine it's exactly the same in real life, but I think I'd give it a decent shot, yeah.
I mean, with some of the skaters, I think there's the bobsled and skeleton, they only get like 2 hours of practice a year.
Really?
What? So,
in that case, yeah.
So honestly, the Wii Sports, and I'm not joking, it's ridiculously small, especially for the bobsleigh team. Yeah.
Wow.
Because we don't have a proper bobsleigh course.
Yeah.
In the UK. So most of the training.
Isn't it time we built one?
Probably, but most of the training for all of them is in Norway actually.
There you go.
They get 2 hours a year.
About that, yeah. It's
interesting. That explains why Norway did so well, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. I feel like if it was me, I was so good at table tennis on Wii Sports, so I think that would be for me. You know, if we ever were to do a table tennis match, Josh, I feel
I'd
like
be up for that for a bit of a challenge. Yeah, it sounds good to me.
I'd be coming for you there.
Why not?
I think I'd do a summer sport. I'd do archery or something. Something where I don't have to run at an incredible pace.
Yeah.
I am actually a qualified archery instructor.
Really? Wow.
Well, I mean,
That's
maybe
cool.
qualified is like a bit of a stretch, but I do instruct it at kids' camps, so
nice.
I could actually technically teach you how to do it.
I guess I should have said wakeboarding as I'm wearing my qualified wakeboard and water ski jacket.
Nice.
But also tomorrow, what's happening? The Rugby Union Women's are away at Chester, so a little varsity action. The Men's Rugby Union are away at Lancashire, and the Men's Football First are playing UCFB away at 7 o'clock if you want to go and watch. The basketball are also playing away in Bradford. The Women's Hockey are playing Manchester Force, and the Men's Hockey are playing MMU Seconds. But also, we're at uni. So what uni sport would you guys reckon you could play at?
I mean, I was always a fan of hockey back in the day, back in sixth form and secondary school. I was always pretty good at it, but then again, I was in bottom set PE, so the competition wasn't exactly top tier.
Yeah.
Three
Three
sets. I was
there are only
bottom.
two in mine.
We just had, you're good at sports, you're not great at sports.
That's what we had, but then we were so bad at sports, they were like, damn, we're going to need a whole new set. But I was, you know, compared to the terrible competition, I always did a decent job at hockey, so I think I'd give that a go, yeah.
And yet I'm still losing to women challenges every
There you
week.
go,
I mean,
yeah.
technically they're not about athletic ability, but yeah.
Thankfully not.
Because I'm doing a master's and I'm new to this uni, in my undergrad at Surrey, I was actually on the dodgeball team. So yeah, I've got a little top which says Lele on it, and we were
Nice.
actually sponsored by Fireball.
Fireball? That's nuts. Imagine like playing dodgeball, and every time you get hit, you have to do a fireball shot.
That sounds like my kind of dodgeball.
Yeah.
That sounds
That's what you
cool.
should have been doing with a sponsor like that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for that, Josh. It sounds like yet another exciting week in the world of Salford sports. And next up, our reporter Freya takes a look into International Women's Day.
Sunday the 8th of March marks International Women's Day all around the world. This year's theme is Give to Gain and is described as a call to help forge gender equality through abundant giving, as when people, organisations and communities give generously, opportunities and support for women increase. The day was first observed in 1911 in Austria, Denmark, Germany and Switzerland, following a proposal from feminist Clara Zetkin, who was inspired by an American labour movement earlier in the decade. However, the UN only recognised International Women's Day back in 1975. That's a whole 64 years from when it was first celebrated in 1911. And people do different things during International Women's Day. Previously, I'd had like a day with my girls. I'd go around and I'd bake stuff. I'd have a nice time. But most likely, people go and celebrate independent businesses, as Give to Gain is all about giving to women. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go to my local independent women's cafe, or a cafe run by independent women, shall I say. And I'm going to do some admin. And I'm very excited. In the UK, roughly 20 to 30% of small businesses are owned or run by women, according to a survey by Simply Business in 2025. They found that women-owned businesses are growing faster compared to those owned by men, but women are still underrepresented in the trade industry, with only 4% of women employed. Today I chose to visit Rosie's, an independently owned female coffee and cake shop located on Princess Street in Stockport. The cafe opened in 2016 and has been serving coffee, cake and delicious food for over 10 years now. It's become a staple in the Stockport town centre, with everyone loving their innovative design and their tasty coffees. Right, so I've just come out of Rosie's, I had a little bit of retail therapy, and now I'm back in my car, and it was so nice. There was such a community there, whether it was wives and husbands or carers and patients, or whether it was granddaughters, grandmas, generations of families, just like this really cool environment to go into. And on this International Women's Day, obviously the theme is giving, and I think that the best thing that you can do is go to an independent coffee shop, whether it is a coffee shop of, like I just said, a coffee shop, a craft store, a supermarket, anything that sort of supports women that are independent or are chain brands, etc., that women owned. Giving to them is what International Women's Day is all about. It creates those opportunities, it creates those
options for women, and it's just so lovely. And so if you would take away anything from this, it is please go support your women-owned small businesses and businesses, please.
What an amazing initiative. I had no idea that International Women's Day has been going for over a century.
Even as a woman, I learned so much from that and never got taught anything about that at school. Like, you know, supporting female-owned businesses like Cafe Rosie. Speaking of which, we should definitely go there, Josh.
I'd be well up for that, absolutely.
Also, I only found out earlier that Buzzballs were actually founded by women.
Really?
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah, the girls.
Yeah, let's go. And did you know that there is a women's only gym in Salford as well called Sirens Asylum Gym?
I did not know that.
Yeah, maybe go check it out sometime.
Well, our lovely quizmaster Izzy isn't with us today, unfortunately. So we're going to be joined by our producer Marie. Marie, hello and welcome. What are you going to be making us do this week?
Obviously, exciting things. We're doing Finish the Lyric.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, so hopefully you guys will get a few points and hopefully you will win.
Yeah, I am lacking, man.
Not on my watch.
Lacking.
So first thing I need you guys to do is create a buzzer.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go with...
I'm going to go...
Brilliant. You're already making me laugh. Okay, are we ready for the first one?
Ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a bit of Kelly. So since you've been gone, I can... Yeah?
I can something for the first time.
What's the something?
I can't...
Is it breathe?
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
Let's go. Come on. Who's the win there?
You will.
Let's go. Okay, nice.
And then we've got a bit of Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
So this one should be easy, I hope. I can buy myself...
Flowers!
Yes, brilliant!
Yeah, good.
Perfect, okay. And then we've got Say My Name, If no...
When no one is around
You're
us,
good at this.
I love ya.
Wow.
I knew you were going to get this. That's why I did it.
Okay.
And then we've got One Direction. So are you ready?
Yeah.
You're insecure, don't know what for, when you're turning heads.
When you walk through the door.
Brilliant.
Let's go.
You guys are really good at this.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got the final one.
Okay, decider.
So this is Taylor Swift. We've got OMG, who is she? I get drunk on. Yeah.
Jealousy.
Yes.
Nah.
All
That was
right.
amazing
Well
there.
done.
Thank you.
Wow.
I do like my music.
Good stuff.
Okay, well, perfect. So we're now going to head straight into the challenge.
Okay.
So for this challenge, you're going to need your phones.
Okay.
So what I need you to do is you're going to call your mum, but you need to tell us first if she's going to be sitting down or standing. And then if you guess right, when you phone her up, you've got to be like, are you sitting, are you standing?
Okay.
Okay.
And if she doesn't pick up, straight away you've lost.
Oh.
My mum's going to be sitting down without a doubt. I think she's working from home today.
I really hope my mum
I
picks
can
up.
picture the
It
exact
is like
spot she's
nearly
at.
6 o'clock, so
Yeah.
also think about the
hopefully
time.
she's left work
Are you gonna
as well.
Are you gonna put it on speakerphone?
Yeah.
I love how
You've
he's
got
got
to.
He's got mum in brackets mother.
Just in case I forget who it is.
Forget.
There you go. But you know.
In case you didn't know.
Right, I'll give her a ring.
Is she gonna? So she's gonna be sat down.
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
sat down.
Okay.
Sat down.
Okay.
Here we go.
The silence is everything.
It's not even ringing.
Oh, that's.
Hello. I'm on live TV on Salford Weekly. Are you? Hi. Are you sitting down or standing up at the minute?
I'm sitting down.
Fantastic. I'm going to take a guess as well, guys, just to go the extra mile of where you're specifically sat. Are you sat in the lounge on the sofa?
Yes, I am.
Come on, fantastic. Thank you so much. It's lovely speaking to you. I'll give you a proper ring later for a catch up. But yeah, thank you so much for that. I'm really, really pleased. Cool. All right, love you, Mum.
Love you too.
Bye.
You always have to take it to the
Wow.
extra
There
mile
you
and
go.
ruin
You
it.
gotta go.
Just wow.
That's it,
You know,
yeah.
that wasn't in
Yeah.
the. You don't get a bonus.
Well,
point
that's
for
worth
that.
a try.
Right.
Well, okay.
Right. Okay. Right.
Right.
Okay.
Is she sitting or standing?
I think she's going to be sitting down.
Okay.
Okay.
Where?
Are we going there
Well,
now?
we
You-
went
look
where?
what you've
We went
done. Right. I think so. She's currently in Newcastle. conducting research for a book that she's doing, and
Wow.
I think I know it's really random, and I think she's probably right now in a hotel room sitting down. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that. Right. Oh God. Hopefully she picks up.
God. If she doesn't move on.
Hello, darling.
Mum, you're actually currently live on Salford Weekly TV right now, and I just want to know, are you sitting down or standing up?
All right, I'm standing up, but I'll go and sit down on the
No! You've lost the challenge! Why are you standing up?
Why wouldn't I be?
What? You know what? Fair enough, Mother. Okay, I will speak to you later.
All right, it's only because I'm ordering me dinner at the bar.
Oh, okay, alright. Okay, well...
All right, well, listen, I love the show. I think you're fantastic. You're the best, obviously. Sorry, no offence to your other fella.
Not on.
You're both great, and I'll talk to you later. Yeah?
Bye-bye!
Wow. Violation.
Oh my
God,
God.
just
How
no
do you
need
feel
for it.
about that?
I feel hurt. I was literally about to say like, oh hi, how are you doing? Not anymore. No
I'm
interest.
actually so sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
It's
She
okay.
isn't usually so in my corner like that, but you know, she really...
Brutal.
She really hates what you did
I'm
last
probably
week.
gonna cry myself to sleep.
Oh my
tonight.
God, don't
Yeah.
take pictures.
Wow.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna take that I won that and I've regained my prize.
Also didn't happen. But fair enough, whatever makes you happy, Layla, sure.
I don't know, Marie, what are you saying? What do you think?
I don't want to be mean, but Josh did win the challenge.
As per.
Sorry.
At least you won the quiz though. At least you won the
Sorry.
quiz.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it was
you won
a-
the quiz. That's
it was a nice
amazing.
try. There you go.
Yeah.
Well done.
There we go.
Good stuff.
Well, I'm going to try and make it up to Josh on behalf of my mother. And now that
Maybe you should bring her in.
Yes! Get her on the show.
God, bring my
We
mum.
could get both our mums in and then they can do the challenge next week.
Oh, stop.
I mean, my mum is in London. But anyway, I
She
feel
can come
like
up for a short trip.
Yeah.
this would be a
It's 2
nice...
hours on the train.
Absolutely. Maybe Salford would sponsor it. You
Yeah.
know, you never know.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like that'd be a nice place to end the show.
Sounds good.
So I've had a really great time this time, Josh.
Yes,
It's been great.
as always.
You know, kind of beat you, but not really.
It was close. It was close.
Anyway.
But yeah, Marie, thank you so much for joining
Well,
us.
thank you for
Lovely
having
to
me.
see you as always. And unfortunately, that does bring us to the end of today's episode. But rest assured, we will be back next week with more top quality television. And remember,
Stay sexy, Salford.